Okay, we want to do a little video on our worm compost. You guys have heard us talking about it. I know you think we're crazy, but just want to show you what I made. I have a couple people in other states that wanted to know how I did it. So this is basically a 18-gallon tub. You see the holes just drilled randomly in the side. On the bottom, holes the same size. I believe they're 1/4 of an inch and spaced about an inch or two apart to allow for drainage and such for the compost. As the worms consume the compost, they sometimes put out fluid, and that allows it to drain off so that they don't get drowned. So basically what we did is inside, and then there's some holes on top as well for air. Air circulation is important. This is kept in our basement. So basically, I'll have Kelly take off the lid. Basically what we did was, in the bottom of this bin, we put shredded newspaper. As you can see, you don't need to put the light in there yet. Shredded newspaper as a base, a few inches thick, just to kind of allow the drainage to happen, and the worms will consume the newspaper too. Basically, what we did was you take black and white newspaper, not the colored sections, preferably. There is some color in the black and white, but that's okay. Run it through a newspaper shredder, and then put it on the bottom. The top is what layer as well has has the paper on top of it to cover anything that we put in. What we put in is basically kitchen scraps that are natural, apple cores, potato peels, crushed eggs. As you know, we raise our own chickens, and nothing that's greasy. Online you can find some details of what you should and shouldn't put in there if you choose to do something like this. So what I did is I first ordered about 500 red wigglers from a place that sells specific compost worms. They're not the kind you get at a bait store. And we put 500 in. I didn't think that was going to move fast enough, so I bought 2,000 more. So there's 2,500 worms in here that will, in 3 months' time, become twice that many. So basically what we did is about, how long ago was it, Kelly, that I put the scraps in there? A week or so ago? A week or so ago we put in probably half a gallon worth of that stuff. And I put it right down the middle. So I'm going to pull back the, you can see the worms there. I'll pull back the covering on it, and you'll see that you see a few worms. They're pulling back because it's light. But all of the compost is gone, and what you're left with, excuse my videography here, is, not right now, it looks like it's going good, is this very black, rich compost, which is called worm castings. This is vermiculture. If you dig down through it, you'll see there is no more food. There was a whole mess of food in here. There's some bits and pieces here and there. And let me see if I can find where the big, you'll see the worms all over through there. But they're spread out through there, and they're all over inside there. There's, like I said, there's almost 3,000 worms in there. So what you do is you basically put a little bit of garden soil in there. You put in a little bit of there they go. You put in coffee grounds. They love coffee grounds. You can get those at your local Starbucks or other coffee stores. They often just put those in a section where you can take them away. And again, the bedding kind of adds some air to it. I fluff it up every once in a while to make sure that it's that there's some air. But I know it's hard to see, but there are a whole lot of worms down inside of here. I just pulled them back earlier before I brought this outside, and you could see a ton of them. They have pulled back to the bottom because they do not like the light. So basically, as you can see, as I've gone through there, there's no more food left. Worms will consume, there's some bits and pieces there. There's a piece of potato over there. Worms will consume half their body weight a day. And so for a family of 4, the waste that comes out of a kitchen, you can get probably, they will consume at 2,000 worms, which costs me about $40 with shipping. You can get it a little cheaper sometimes. They will consume everything for a week that you've put in there. And what comes off is vermiculture. And if you look online, or excuse me, worm castings, what you will find online is that this product is even more nutrient rich than anything that you can buy in the stores as far as fertilizer. We've just today put them around all of our plants. Kelly's been putting some worm castings that we bought at the store around our plants. So that's how you could do it yourself. It can be kept in a basement. Just needs to be kept at a warm temperature, and you never hear them, you never smell them. They're quiet. Nothing goes on except when you come back down, the food is gone. and you're left with something amazing. I'm going to be doing a little video on making worm tea, which is used for your plants. If you'd like to find a way to really supercharge your plants, this is one way, by doing your own, getting your own worm castings. The next way is by making worm tea. You can buy at a local Ace Hardware worm castings for about $7, and you can make some yourself. I'll do a video about that. So there you go. There's my worm bin. This, oh, by the way, this sits inside of another tub that is has no holes drilled in it. I have 4 bricks in it on either corner of the inside there to hold it up, so that allows some space in between. And the lid is kept on always, and on the top one, the bottom one is just to catch any fluid that would drain off. And don't believe what you hear online about using the fluid that drains off the bottom of the worm bin. It does not have any oxygen in it. It can be toxic to your plants. They get away with it by saying to add some water, but don't do it. So there you go. There's my worm bin. Simple as can be. That's it. Thanks.